Hello everyone, I am Shizuna87 and this is Let's Play Through Daybreak II part 105. In the previous video we're talking to people and whatnot. We're going to continue to talk to people and whatnot for probably, it depends on the length of the videos, but we still probably got at least another good couple hours of talking to do before we're done with the day, but or at least the talking section. We got all this area. We still got to do a few of our events. Got a bunch of connection events. I mean, connection events alone is like 90 minutes worth because they're all kind of long. What do we want to do first? Oh yeah, also just because while I'm thinking about it, I've been messing with my noise gate because I'm trying to get it to the point where it won't pick up the controller. The buttons are so loud. And it's something I really should have been, like, trying to figure out earlier, but I've just been kind of, like, forgetting about it. And for the last, like, several recording times, I've, like, slightly inched it up. And it's, like, maybe it won't show up, but, basically I've increased it a lot, so if my voice is starting to be cut out, let me know, because that's harder to, like, tell, in, like, a test recording or something. Because, like, I'm hitting it right now, and I don't think it should, but it's like, mainly it's like if I don't keep the controller like in my lap, if I like move it up too much, it'll like start getting picked up because the buttons are just really loud and it like kind of annoys me, so we're working on it after like, I don't know, however many months we've been using this new one. The Aramis Academy Festival is finally here. You know, I heard you and your team was acting as advisors this year. Can you give us a word or two on how preparations went? Not really my style. I mean, yeah, we gave some advice here and there, but it was a student-led project at the end of the day. Also, speaking of audio stuff, once a Windows update struck again, messed with OBS, almost had me recording this video with no audio. Thankfully, I was like trying to check the noise gate, and I noticed that because anytime, well, not anytime, it's like maybe 70% of the time when you do a well, like at least 50-50 when you do a Windows update, OBS will break and it'll reset whatever you have your audio, like inputs and outputs are set into OBS, because it's like weird, it won't like select the wrong thing, it will just set it to default, which in OBS means nothing. Like it's like it's not picking up anything, which is so weird. Because it'd be like one thing if I had like, you know, like a secondary mic or a secondary, like, you know, audio thing set up and it's like defaulting to that for some reason, but there isn't anything else but the ones I use. Oh, and that reminds, speaking of another audio thing, why the audio was getting cut out last video, solved that mystery. It was because for some reason my Bluetooth earbuds, because I use headphones on the computer, but my earbuds for some reason were getting like, the left one wasn't, like it was in the case, but I guess something was on the connector, like some like bit of dust or dirt or something, and so it was not, it kept trying to reconnect even though it's in the case and it should be like turned off, and so that was what was causing the audio to cut out. Because those earbuds, I did link them to this computer like a week ago because I had to do some like work from home, like training bullshit, like meeting, and so I just wanted to use the earbuds instead of having my dorky headphones on, and so it was like it was trying to connect for some reason very randomly instead of just charging, because it was basically, it was like it wasn't charging, but whenever it would get like a tiny little bit of a charge, it would then like trying to connect instead of just staying turned off. But it seems to be fixed, which is also why it was messing up in my car separately. Because instead of like connecting to the, you know, car's audio, it was trying to connect to the earbuds in my pocket. I guess you got a point, so it's too bad. I was hoping to get an interview with you for once. 5 minutes in, we ain't done shit. Yeah, maybe it'll take 3 videos. three to 4 hours before we're done with this section. No matter what, I asked the students about what working with you was like. You're like a treasure trove of material for me, you know? Especially all the stuff you've gone through. Tell me if you fight any ghosts, okay? But anyway, I'm glad everyone was able to get the festival set up. Those 3 days, our beliefs, our actions, I see now the news can be used to manipulate people's perceptions of the world. Yeah, you're right. You're damn sure she was spitting with that shit. It's really made me aware of how much responsibility journalists hold, now more than ever. Well, sounds like you've done some maturing lately. Come to think of it, Mario still has her memories intact, doesn't she? I have no fucking clue. Anyway, did that make me sound respectable or what? We should probably put that stuff aside for the moment, though. I mean, today's supposed to be about the festival. I'll make sure I get interviews with anyone and everyone. We're rooting for you. There's all kinds of famous people here today. I should try and get some interviews with them, too. Alright, time to head into the fray.
Enjoy the festival.
Wow. This position's perfect. Now I can be on the lookout for all the cute girls that come to the festival. Not that I intend to favor guests, of course. The school festival only happens once a year, so that means we need to do our best to give everyone a good experience, plus a little harassment to go along with it. Oh, you just wanted your hot dog? Oh, Lyle's got a hot dog for you.
Anything strike your fancy?
What do you mean I'm getting kicked out of school?
Thanks.
That's the laugh he does to himself when he finishes saying Lyle's got a hot dog for you. I'm so excited to see what kind of performance he's in. No matter how much we asked at home, he'd never tell us. That's why we had to come see for ourselves. Oh no, my man's gonna be cast as the Rock. Or like, you know, the flower in the background. I mean, he could be cast as the Rock. I mean, you don't need too many acting skills to do that, right? I need to see the culmination of all my son's hard work. I know he told us not to come, but as a parent, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Doing rounds with you sounds exhausting. Well, the feeling's certainly mutual. Unfortunately, this is one of our expected duties as teachers. Why don't we start with the terminal room first? See, you're still a techno geek. Shouldn't we be going for efficiency here? I said we start with the music room. Ah, says the audio file. Fine, let's just decide with rock, paper, scissors. Ah, yes, rock. You would want to use that, wouldn't you? Alright, a simple game of statistics. I won't lose. I mean, if I try and leave, nothing bad's gonna happen, right? Because it does have like a red arrow. And Chaos and Heiwa, good times. Then we were on the island for... Remember we were stuck on the island for like a month? Checked all the festival bit. No. We haven't checked all the festival. Don't lock me out of the festival, please. Should I head out now? Nah. I guess we should finish everything up in here.
Enjoy the festival.
I don't know if it's actually gonna lock me out, but just in case. I kind of feel like it won't, but...
Welcome to the Aramis Academy Festival.
What? Oh yeah, we still have to do Quiz King. Alright, Quiz King. I'm holding out hope that you're the best one. That you're what I've been waiting for. Hey, you folks look pretty bright. You like quizzes? Then why not enter our Quiz King tournament? Also, we're not bright. She's, I don't know, somewhere out in the lobby. Participation's in pairs, but when it comes to your team up with the choice, it's completely yours. Come give it a try. Well, we'll do it with Elaine. Oh, she friggin' disappeared. She came out of nowhere. You know, this whole, you have to host this whole shebang, huh? Kind of a short straw to draw. Don't use the S word. It can be rough at times, still. Festivals like these hold a special place in my heart. Besides, I can't slack off when the entire student body is hard at work. Now, without further ado, let the Quiz King of Aramis tournament begin. I'm Toa Herschel, and I'll be your mistress of ceremonies. Composition of the quiz itself will be key here. I'll trust you to keep any pesky trick questions from tripping us up. And on the flip side, you can take all the painfully straightforward ones. This will consist of 10 questions total, but be careful, you miss 3, you're out. Hypothetically, pretend
let's start the quiz.
You were in the country of Laverl, outside of the village of Roland, and you were tasked with making sure the monster lights were working, but you had to open the door to replace the battery. What is the passcode to open the door?
Question.
Am I like timed? What was the name of the half-Eastern general who supported Shizuna Dirk? Atkinson.
Nice.
It's not Anton.
Got it right.
My goat wasn't there. He was doing other shit. He was busy. I mean, they do kind of like, the text goes kind of slow. Albert. Elson's current head of state. Who the fuck is Elson? Solomon.
Scored 1 point. Question.
Oh, yeah, they're talking about Prince Albert. Notable for Ogiliath Basin. Yes. Wait. Yeah. I feel like Og Canyon, isn't that in Erebonia 2? That's what was throwing me off.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Maybe not. I guess I'm thinking of the other, you know, the place near Berea Hard. It's like a canyon. Hot Shot. Not in Calvert? Royal Guardian? Oh, it was Hot Shot.
I thought I knew it.
I thought Hot Shot, but like that's the, no, that's the porn one. I mean, the, risque one. Because I was like associated with Gambler Jack for some reason. Because I feel like that's when it got introduced. Like, when you were collecting Gambler Jack in Sky 2, didn't it say something about Hot Shot magazine? And so because it was associated with Gambler Jack in my mind, maybe it is Calvert. But maybe not. Maybe it's because I know it's like the stuff that Randy reads is Hot Shot. Lugan. What is the last name of the illustrious Z1 champion? Maxim? Yeah, Lugan.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
23rd. Which number president? I have no fucking clue. He's the 22nd. Fuck you, eat my ass.
I thought I knew it.
I said 23rd too.
Question.
See, that's kind of the bullshit I'm looking for. Bro. What is Epstein's first name? Claude? I have no clue.
Nice.
I know
Got it
he's
right.
C. I don't know if they've ever said. But I mean, of those, he seems like a Claude. Calvert Republic. It's a clover. Is it a three clover?
Scored 1 point. Question.
Okay. Ambrosia. All of our districts. Andalusia. Okay, Van had to get that one.
Right.
I think we would have I think at least you're saved if you get that one wrong. And it's Van's turn especially. Number 10. Where's the Bracer Guild? Hey, that's Le Mans. Easy. Everybody knows this.
Scored 1 point. You did it! Great.
Easy as pie.
They threw some rather difficult questions.
I mean, they threw a couple of bullshit. Nothing. I mean, Toa, you ain't Campanella. Congrats on clearing the Quiz King of Aramis tournament. Here's a little gift for participating. That is definitely the most fun of the mini games, though. You even got something nicer in store if you managed to answer all 10 questions correctly. Oh yeah, we'd give you something even better if you want a fucking loser. All right, thanks, Toa. All right, we need to team up with somebody who's got a big fucking brain. You got an achievement. We're a devoted alumnus. We need someone who's wicked smart to help us, like you, May. Toa Herschel will be your mission. Bow down to your future Quiz King. Love the confidence, Yims. Quiz will consist of 10 questions total.
All right. Question.
Golden Blood. Barbad Film Festival. That's Wolf's Requiem. What?
Shoot.
Oh, was it? Did it fuck me? Because she won for Best Actress. I think it said something about outstanding film. 7th. Zypha standard, 6 or 7. Yep.
I got one.
Yume, she knows all about the Zyphas. I know it was a later one. What is the name of the hero in Golden Blood? That's Zoe. Or
Nice.
Zoe.
Got it right.
But I refuse to call it that because it ain't got a Y. Calvert, just make sure it's the same question.
I got one! Question.
What is the majority part? That's the Patriot League.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Croizon? Wait, not in Calvert? I don't remember where Croizon is, but I recognize the name, and I'm pretty sure it's from from Cold Steel. But I can't think of what that is. Is that maybe like on the east side? Which landscape is not in the Calvert or Free Calvert? Sometimes you gotta be careful, because I mean, if this was Campanella, you'd have like questions that look like they're the exact same, but
Nice.
it actually has something different.
Question.
Hey, yeah, Yume, why do you know that? Yume, you should know that.
Got one! Question.
Of a dubious nature? Nobody knows what the fuck a Spriggan is.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Realistically, that should be like the one question Yume could maybe get. Is this the same question? Oh, fuck. I don't even know what the fuck that is. 8?
I got one! You did it! Great job!
I'm the goat of multiple choice guessing sometimes.
Nice. We did good.
We're so smart, aren't we, Dan?
I don't know if that's a real quarter. I think they just made that shit up. Okay. So we need someone with a little bit more sauce on them. Somebody with a bit more sauce. A little bit more sauce. Nadia. Hey, Tiny, teach. Make sure we get all the easy questions, okay? Not a chance. God, the betrayal. Give it a rest for once. You of all people need a handicap for this. Hey, I mean, you know, she might be the one who misses them.
Let's start the question.
I have no fucking clue. Revolution Festival? I think it's the second? Third? Fuck you, eat my ass. Alright, well, we've already wasted our time.
Question.
That's a bit more like what we're looking for. Majority part. Okay, it is majority.
Score one for me!
Loyalist League.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Does suck to immediately miss the very first one, and you know the whole thing is for naught. We're on the 6th.
Score one for me! Question.
Well, 1102? Fuck you.
Shoot.
What do you mean it's 1100?
Question.
That's way too convenient. That's a Lugan.
Score one for me!
Doesn't say they have too many, like, duplicate questions where it's actually... You
Nice.
think it's the one question, but
right.
it's a different one?
Question. Score one for me! Question.
Car manufacturer made the Nightbreaker? I have no fucking clue. Etwas. Ingrid. Van, how could you not know that? You're an Ingrid dude.
Missed 3.
Wait, we did?
Sorry. You'll get it next time.
What did we miss? 3? Oh, we missed... What did we miss? The 3rd? Because I know it was the... Oh yeah, the day of the Revolution Festival. Alright, so Nadia, you are... She is not the sauce. Okay. We're gonna need to move up. We're gonna need somebody even a little bit more sauced up than that. Oh wait. Didn't you already know what's in the quiz, being the student council prez? Not in the least. I never checked the actual contents. For all I know, a scandalous question or two might have slipped their way in. We'll be able to tell if Miss Toa starts getting flustered. What? Oh, Ren, always the tease. What? What?
All right. Question.
Since we haven't missed any,
Nice.
we'll make sure we actually read the question, even if we already know the answer. Could be 6th. Make sure it said Zypha. You never know. It could be like, oh, what's the name of the hotel in Longport? Well, I mean, I presume it's Kowloon.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Majority Party, Patriot.
Naturally.
Question.
Well, what? Wait. Leon do... I think this actually is Wolf's Requiem. Yeah, okay, so there is one similar question.
Nice.
Because I was right. I thought it
right.
won both things. But I guess there was a consolation Golden Blood category. A 3rd.
Naturally.
Question.
They almost got me with that one. Oh, I have no fucking clue. He's the 23rd.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I mean, where are we at? It's 8 or 9. 8. What's the name of the hero? Oh, I have no fucking clue. Shell?
Naturally.
Question.
I was about to hit Emily, but I was like, Emily just doesn't sound right. Ain't nobody ever rooted for an Emily. No offense. Wait, the Nightbreakers. Oh yeah, because isn't that Van's truck? Now that I think about it. 'Cause I was like, I don't know what the fuck the Nightbreaker is, but yeah, I think that's supposed to be his truck's name.
Nice.
That
Got it
sounds
right.
vaguely familiar.
Question.
Alright, all the marbles. Oh god, it is a new question. What is the name of the Pearl Kingdom? That's Gransel, right? Yes. Rin, you should know this. You shouldn't have had to think that long.
Naturally.
Yo, it's been a while.
Great job.
Nice. We did good.
I think we did quite well.
What do you mean you think we did quite well? Amazing, you aced every question. Hereby W the Quiz King of Aramis. You've more than earned it. Accept this in commemoration of your new reign. Wow, this is some quality stuff. Won't let it go to waste. It's the last of the prizes we have to give. There are plenty of questions you might not have seen yet. This one's, I guess we'll go ahead and burn the last of, I'm not gonna like reload to do more, but we will burn our points on this. Since we were still getting some new questions. Give me... Alright, Risette, can you earn your shit back? Well, not really back, but can you earn your shit? I don't suppose Marty's got the answer key to this quiz in the file somewhere. So chicanery. Okay, chicanery, that gets you like 1% towards getting your gift. Would constitute a violation of the rules, Mr. Archive. Hey, I'm only joking. Besides, no, its exact stuff would be in there anyhow. On the contrary, all possible quiz variations are well as their answer key should in fact be in our database. Yeah, that makes sense. Fuck. Alright, never mind. That's a minus 5%. That's 80 if you're joking.
Alright. Question.
That's called. Okay.
Nice. Got it right.
Well, we're going for speed. Salmon.
My response was on the mark.
Damn true. Hot shot.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I have no clue. Atkinson.
My response was on the mark.
That's a classic from the Sky 3 quiz. Me going, I don't fucking... Oh, wait, this one? Wait. Hero in Wolves Requiem. You almost got me. You almost
Nice.
fucking got me, you piece
Got
of
it
shit.
right.
Question.
1102. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's the one I picked last time.
Question.
It's alright, Risette. I'm not gonna hold that one against you. It's not.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I don't know why I keep thinking 1102. Film when the First award for outstanding achievement? A fucking bullshit ass award, man. First award, outstanding achievement.
My response was on the mark.
May as well just told him he's most improved director. Yeah. I'm making sure it was not a new question. Because I could see them being like, since we know they're a duplicate, or not duplicate, but like similar questions, at least there's the one, or the two, I have no clue. Marduk Company's largest shareholder? Zavalis?
My response was on the mark. You did
Yeah,
it!
you should know
Easy
that,
as pie.
Risette.
We managed to succeed.
Damn true. Climb. Trivia isn't really my scene. Usually Nadia's the one who handles all the intel gathering. Well, Nadia sucked, so... Hey, nothing wrong shaking things up a bit. Just taking a stride. And my man didn't have shit to say.
Alright, question.
The name of... That's Maserati.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
It's not poison, obviously.
Cool. Got it right.
Question.
Zora Michelle. So,
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
this Golden Blood.
Cool. Got it right.
They mess with my speedrun strats when they give me a question where I have to... It takes like 8 years for the text to scroll, where I can see the part that I need. December 3rd.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I couldn't find third. The other one was... Yeah. I should have just gone,
Cool,
because
got
if
it
we
right.
already did the outstanding one,
Question.
I don't think there could be a duplicate. Patriot? Yep.
Nice. Got it
I mean,
right.
that one's like asking for a, what's the minority party, so I had to make sure. Oh, what the fuck? Is not in the Calvin Republic? Parm, the spinning sound? That shit ain't here. You crazy?
Cool. Got it right.
Question.
You think I'm gonna forget about Parm? The city with like the 5th best music in the series? What the fuck am I looking at? I have no fucking clue. San?
Nice. Got it right.
Sambasan? That sounds like a thing. The others don't sound familiar at all. Which alias did 3 use? I have no fucking clue. That's you, Swin! You should know!
I messed up.
What the hell do you mean you messed up?
Great job.
That's you, motherfucker! Wait, are you 3 or are you 9? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're 3.
Easy as pie.
That was tough, but we made it through somehow.
Because Nadia is in for 9 and Nadia. And Swin is S for 3. Fucking bullshit ass, man. I don't know why I picked it, because I mean, I was just like, well, Ash is in Cold Steel. Maybe it was like, maybe they were just like, ah, let's have 2 Ashes. Let's see, Judith. Give me Judith. Can't believe he got. I mean, that one's on Swin. You know, I already took part in a competition just, I guess, on a radio show once. How'd that turn out? Everyone was giving joke answers to get the crowd laughing, so like a total rube for studying up in advance. I'm sorry to hear that.
Alright.
I mean, you don't
Let's
study
start
for a
the quiz.
trivia quiz, Judith. That was pretty cringy, you.
Question.
Lugan. Yes.
Nice. Got it right.
Because the fact that Morgan's there, I could see them doing a different question about, like, who is the fucking general in Liberl. Because that's... I don't think we know any other people with those names, but we do know a Morgan. City is not in Calvert Farm, the spinning town.
Yes! Nailed it!
Question.
Okay, Judith wins for best I got it right reaction. Patriot League?
Nice.
I'm really
Got it
expecting there to be a secret what's the minority party question. That's Maz. That's the other one.
Yes! Nailed it!
Question.
Altair. Yes, Altair. Everyone knows this.
Got it right.
Question.
The half east, that's Atkinson.
Yes! Nailed
Famous
it!
for his diet.
Question.
That's Claude.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I mean, you really think we're gonna let a dude named Chris be the father of modern technology? No shot. There's no way. Film 1. First, that's Wolves Requiem, the real prize, and not the slop prize,
Nailed it.
Judith.
Question.
That is... I assume this is the same question?
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
I have no fucking clue. Lexel sounds familiar.
Yes!
Do they keep
Nailed
giving
it.
us, like...
You did it! Great job!
Are there targeted questions for who you bring? I'm trying to think, because Rin was about LaBurle. Swins was obviously about Swin. I'm trying to remember, what were the other final questions?
Nice. We did good.
Thank Adios. We
There was
got
one about Mart. I guess, yeah, maybe it does. Like, the last question is based on who you bring. Just kind of neat. That or it's just an incredible coincidence that it's happened like at least 4 times. So we could try and redeem ourselves with Nadia. What was Elaine's last question? We finished with Elaine, we just didn't do it perfect. I don't remember there being a question about like bracers or chocolate. I don't think Yume, I don't remember what Yume's last question was. Alright, give me Aaron. Quiz King Aramis, Quiz King of Longport, now that's something I'd step up for. Gotta start your own competition then.
Alright, question.
It could be all of these. Zin is Taito.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Atkinson. Fuck you.
Of course I'm right.
Question.
23rd.
Nice. Got it right.
We gotta see if we can get a 9-seconder. Lugan. Easy. Wasn't even okay.
course
Wasn't
I'm
that
right.
hard after all? Okay, now we gotta do a 9.2. Okay, that one could have been instant, but I keep thinking they're gonna be in order. That it's gonna be like first at the top. So I keep wanting to go down to the 3rd slot for 3rd.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
1100.
Of course I'm right.
Question.
Ah, shit, they got me. Is it Golden Blood is Zoe?
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
The Maserati or the other one? Oh no, the kit. This Calhoun isn't even on there, so we could have actually
Of course I'm right.
Question.
instantly Maserati. That's Ingrid.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Vice President of the Calhoun. What the? His name is Fine.
Of course I'm right.
You did it! Great job!
Nice. We did good.
Not bad. For a school festival booth.
All right, last but least, we will actually no, it's not last but least. Okay. Still haven't done Quatre, Fairy, Anya's, Shizuna. Let's try Kincaid. I'd say helping them prep the event gives you an unfair advantage. You probably would have known all the answers anyway, huh? My sole contribution regarded the use of profiling techniques in selecting throwaway questions. What the fuck is that? Took no part in the construction of the quiz itself. Alright, liar. And yeah, you already won. Guess something's never changed. And we gotta fail with this dude. Just to humble his ass.
All right, let's question.
Hot shot.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
Claude.
A matter
That's it. I
of
think that's a new
course.
record.
Question.
Could be Kowloon or the other one. Kowloon?
Nice. Got it right.
I guess if Kowloon shows up, it has to be Kowloon. Because the other question didn't have Kowloon as an answer. Alter.
A matter of course.
Question.
Gonna be kind of hard to get a 9.2 unless it's one that we know the answer to instantly and it's the first option. December 3rd. I almost hit second because
Got
I'm
it
like,
right.
it's in the third slot.
Question.
God. That's Golden Blood.
A matter of course.
Question.
Poison.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
6.
A matter of course.
He doesn't know the questions, by the way. Spriggan.
Nice. Got it right.
Last but least.
Question.
Okay, it is name of the intelligence agency. That is the Rocksmith Agency. Now, how the hell? I mean, I don't think they've ever actually mentioned that it used to be called the Rocksmith Agency, like in these games. But I remember.
A matter of course.
I mean, granted, you could
did it!
definitely
Great job.
figure it out just based on the names. Maybe McDowell. I could see someone picking that, being like, I don't know who the fuck that is, but
Nice. We did good.
I think I provided adequate assistance.
I guess even if you hadn't played Sky 3, you would know just because, like, through process of elimination. You'd be like, I don't know any of these other names, but I know who Rocksmith is. And he was the old president. But alright, now, last but least, there is Anya's, Fairy, Quatre. Alright, fine. What do you say? I kind of just want to see what your question's gonna be. Right, it'll probably just be like, what's the fucking cringiest Jaeger core? I don't know, Uncloud, you're saying just gonna give us all the answers, is it? Nah, that's not what it's meant for, but you can't bring it up and expect me not to try it. Do me a favor and don't. You end up being less of a quiz king and more of a quiz tyrant. So yeah, of course, the Unclouded Eye would let you cheat on the test. Why wouldn't it?
All right, let's start the quiz. Question.
Atkinson.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
It's Kowloon.
I got it right. Question.
Nah, Judas clears all y'all. Parm, the spinning town.
Nice. Got it right.
Question.
That's Wolf's Requiem.
I got it right. Question.
I don't know, is it fair to say Parm has the 5th best town music? It might be a little bit higher. It's like maybe 4th, because I'm trying to think. It's the tier list off the top of my head. Number 1, Zeiss, obviously. Number 2, ooh, that's a hard one. Probably, Oliver's Town. I'm forgetting the name of it. His Town. Amber, whatever is the track is called. Then Legrams is pretty good. 23rd. Legrams is really good. Legram, the main reason I like Legram so much is because it sounds like My Home Sweet
Nice.
Home.
Got it right.
Question.
Lugan.
I got it right. Question.
But Parms is definitely up there. That's Poison.
Nice. Got it right.
Question. Question.
That's called.
I got it right. Question.
That's Spriggan.
Nice.
All right,
Got it
last
right.
question.
Question.
Is it just like name of the expansive holy? Oh, that's fucking Iska.
I got
Which-
it right.
I don't
You did
really.
it. Great job.
I guess maybe they have some connection to there.
Easy as pie.
That was surprisingly entertaining.
They did almost instant pick Ikaruga because I'm like, well, I recognize that word and it's her question, so. I mean, that's actually kind of, because that does, I guess, set up a bit of a potential them being connected to the old empire, presumably.
Aramis Academy Festival.
Which is not, like, surprising, but we haven't really had any sort of,
Card battle tournament is being held in a classroom in the left wing on the first floor.
hints at that, I don't think. Thanks for, I mean, welcome to the Eastern Tea House. Can I get you, would you like to see our menu? We've got, tea. I can't get used to all these stock phrases. Maybe I should just stick to how I usually talk? Damn true. Customer service is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Welcome to our Eastern Tea House.
Okay, so this is the
See you
tea
again.
house. Okay. And I guess there's some people and some Eastern stuff. So we did all that. I presume our connection events, we can still do those if we leave. But just in case, save.
Enjoy the festival.
Look at that, a couple of lovebirds just sneaking off campus to rekindle old flames. Ah. Oh, it's you all. Dude, shut up. Don't worry, we know what's really going on. You're heading out to take on some 4 SPGs, yes? It seemed like you had wanted to do that since this morning. Ooh, let us come within. This place sucks. They keep asking me questions I don't know the answer to. Wait, what do you mean by rekindle old flames? Is that some kind of ritual you're doing together? Yeah, that's something like that. No, it means we're gonna let a fire under Aaron's ass. Literally. Given that we're both alumni, we wanted to ensure that everyone could safely enjoy the festival. Do try and refrain from making unsubstantiated assertions, if you please. Sure thing. Damn, I was like I hit a nerve. Would you mind if we tag along as well? Nah, it's gonna be kind of awkward, Anya, so you can stay with your festival. Okay, maybe I should do my connection events first. I didn't think everyone was gonna follow us. You kidding me right now? It's like everybody's crawling out of the woodwork to get on in this. Come on, guys, you also been enjoying the festival fun. I could do with a little break from the festival atmosphere. It's a little hard to relax while I'm on campus. This is my last chance to help you out with some 4 SPGs, so I'm going to join you whether you want me to or not. I doubt this will be our last chance, but it ought to make for a nice change of pace. You can consider this a festive group outing. Maybe we can catch a movie while we're out. Oh, that's an idea. I'd be down for that. Then we can do some hunting in the Martian Garden. Ah, looks like a couple of members of the church are here as well. Everyone's got way too much free time on their hands these days. I guess having more hands can't hurt. Let's go to Auburn and Old Town and check out the bulletin boards. But like, I visit 2 movie theaters. You're banished? You're also banished? Get banished? I mean, we're gonna reload because I didn't think it was gonna cut us off from connection events, but I'm not doing the garden. I mean, I will, but I'm not gonna be happy about it. Yeah, okay. Oh no, we can still do them. Because I was like, I didn't really want to. Like, I would have been doing them more because I don't want to do like 8 in a row. But okay, it looks like we can.
Enjoy the festival.
It's not actually locking us out of anything. Cool. Mother of a lost child. I don't believe I've seen anyone like that on my rounds. Hey, we just missed it. Let's split up. Anybody else changed? That's where the nodster was?
We have a lost child here at the festival.
The lost child? Ain't my
Her name
fault.
is Marie, and she's from the Lever District.
Excuse me, Marie? Do we know any Maries?
You're the parent or guardian of Marie.
That's kind of cool having the
Festival office on the 3rd floor.
the announcement to tie into our presumable side quest. We're holding a few 7 heart matches today. They're 2-on-2s. You have to join a friend to participate. Yeah, I'm sorry. Suck. There will be no 7 hearts today. I guess it's just them all saying, like, hey, you could participate if you hadn't left, loser. Yeah, you say the same thing. Without offering us a chance to play. Instead, we are told to F off.
An annual tradition that preserves the principle
Okay.
that Aramis, the founder of our academy, firmly believed in.
Well, let's do a connection event. Let's save. Let's see, who's next on the list? Risette? Alright. Okay, let's see. Do you get your perfume, Risette? It's all in your hands. If you want it, you gotta earn it. Hello, Mr. Arkwright. I trust your rounds are going well. Have you been wandering around the festival by yourself this whole time? You need to get busy and live a little. I've been busy, actually. I'm a little surprised to see you here, though. I made a promise with Risette, you know, and I never back on my promises. I figured it wouldn't be a problem if I popped in for a bit. My partner's out on some other business anyway. You have a partner? Partner? Damn. Should have been me, man. We haven't spent any time together in a dog's age, so every second of fun today counts. Suppose it's been a while since we've seen one another. I'm glad to see you two are having fun. Don't want to interrupt your little get-together, though, so I'll just see myself out. Don't be like that. You may as well join us since you're here and all. Besides, no way, you don't know all the best stands. We'll have a lot more fun with you along. I agree. It would be wonderful if you could show us the highlights of your student experience as well. I guess I don't mind butting in for a while. That's more like it. What are we waiting for then? Let's get this show on the road. It's always a pleasure, Van. Van joined the girls in their foray around the school and enjoyed a look at the bazaar's many wares. Though Risette seemed pleased to simply gaze at all the items for sale, Mirabelle was much more inclined to reach for a mirror. Although their adventure was brief, the two seemed to thoroughly enjoy themselves. That's what I call a highlight. School festivals and Eve are sure to take this to a whole nother level. I appreciate you taking the time to enjoy the festival with us, Mr. Arkwright. I was glad I could be of service. An awful lot more interested in the school itself, though. Well, yes, I suppose I was. I may have gone to Sunday school as a little girl, but I never had much chance to experience school life beyond that. She never got to high school? Never did get to ask in Risette about she ended up this way. Forgive me, I haven't meant to cast a cloud over our time together. Should have you know, I'm actually quite happy spending time with you and... Nope, that ain't gonna cut it. How many times do I gotta tell you? It's okay to be a little selfish sometimes. Is this some sort of demo software? I sent up some basic instructions too. Use them to access the garden with Van. But with me? What are you planning? Let's just say it's one of the other reasons I came out here today. Anyway, best be heading back to work now. Have a good one, you two. Not sure she was getting that. Alright, guess I got some time to kill. Should we go take a look? I don't see why not. Though I'm a bit curious about this program she sent me. So, using the instructions Mirabelle provided, Risette and Van booted up the app. Getting into the Marching Garden. Like, haha, I was a villain all along. And now you are trapped in cyberspace forever. Also, cursed glasses Van. I don't know about that. I don't want to see Risette get blown up. Oh, okay, no, we're gonna have her experience school. Okay, I thought we were gonna, like, relive some trauma or some shit. I don't like this setup, man. I don't know. Why are they playing teacher? It's like a recreation of one of Aramis' classrooms. It's pretty realistic too. I can hardly tell the difference. Look at these glasses in the textbook. Where's Risette? Mr. Arkwright, are you in there? Hey, thought I lost you. Is it alright if I come in? Yeah, of course. Okay, you sound a little timid. It's just, okay, I'll let myself in then. What the hell? Apologize for being late, Mr. Arkwright. No way! Is that really you, Risette? Looks weird as hell. Like, she looks way weirder than she should look. Yes, it's me. This avatar is a shard body made to simulate what I look like when I was around. Okay, you are. I thought you looked short. Why did they have to make it weird? Well, okay, they haven't made it weird yet. I just don't have faith they're not about to make it weird. Appears to be part of a brand new virtual reality system that runs via the Martian Garden. 14-year-old Risette, huh? How'd they pull this off? Actually, I'm kind of assuming this is all Mirabelle's doing. Okay, so... But I mean, she's just shorter, right? Like, I don't think anything's different. But it did immediately set off, like, weird vibes. Like, something was off, besides just the outfit change. But it's not like I can really tell she's shorter in this camera angle. Must have been testing this whenever she had downtime at work. I think she'd go through all the trouble to give me this opportunity. You truly are a handful sometimes. Things my glasses in the textbook, I guess. I think I mentioned I didn't get the chance to finish school either. I mean, the teacher role's a little funny though. I put my own through so much hell. I guess we can start class as soon as you pick a desk, if you don't mind having a delinquent for a teacher, that is. I don't like glasses van, man. Of course not, Mr. Arkwright. That the two began playing their respective roles of teacher and student. Yes, just teacher and just student. Alright, next question. What year did the Calvardian Revolution take place? 1100. Obviously, everyone knows this. No, only a fool would think it was 1102. That would be in the year 1100. Nice job, Risette. Living up to that class president reputation of yours. That's the scenario she set up, is it? However, I can't help but think these questions are a bit on the simple side. Would you be opposed to bringing out the more difficult ones, sir? Okay, okay. Hypothetically, say you live in, let's say, not Calvert, it's some other country. For the sake of the argument, let's say it's a borough. And hypothetically, in this situation, you're a bracer, and you've been tasked with investigating some broken monster lights. You have to replace the battery within the monster light, or the bulb, or whatever. Nobody fucking remembers. It's not important. But to access that, you have to open the monster light, and it has an access code. What's the access code? You have 4 seconds. Sounds good to me. How about this one? I don't know, what were some of the other bullshit questions in that? Oh yeah, hypothetically, say our combat was different. It was like on a grid-based system. Approximately how many squares do you think would make up the grid if we had that system? Because there was like a good 3 or 4 that were completely and totally out of fucking pocket. I remember how many squares make up the battlefield. Or it was like, is it like 12 by 12, 13 by 13 or something like that? Like, I have no fucking clue. Nobody knows that shit. Obviously, what was the code for the lights? I don't know. I know there was at least one more that was totally out of pocket. I mean, there was stuff like, you know, what is the name of the battle theme? Which, like, you know, it was like, what's the name of the battle theme in, like, Sky 1 and 2? Which you would never know if you just play the games. Although neither of them were required to continue the act, they remain in character for a little while longer. Okay, so the answer to this problem is, if I may, sir, there seems to be a problem with your equation. Shut the fuck up, I'm the teacher, you're wrong. Risette, this is where you gotta learn the other part of being a student. Is sometimes you will be right and the teacher will be wrong. And you've gotta hold that deep inside because they're in a position of authority and they're gonna abuse it. So you gotta just say, okay, fine, you're wrong. I get that. I mean, I'm gonna say you're right, but I know you're wrong. Man, since I only had to do math. Where's this number go again? Let me show you. When you have you have x equals to negative b plus or minus the square of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, then you want to solve for... Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be the teacher here. That one's probably not that complicated, but reading it out loud made it sound a lot more complicated. Both Van and Risette thoroughly enjoyed themselves. They made new school memories. I can't help but feel a bit sorry for the other students. I'm really monopolizing all the teachers' attention. My responsibility to make sure all students understand the content, right? I don't know. This feels like the intro conversation to something we don't want to see. Ask me anything, I'll do my best to answer. Okay, with regard to this problem, then... What's up? Oh, it's nothing. Me in such a small body, he looks even... Why did we have to make her 14? Like... Is this how Miss Claudel and the others feel around him? It just... Like, I would not be bothered by this if it was just her normally. Because honestly, it's one of the... It's like one of the relationships that make the most sense. Right? Similar in age, or similar-ish in age. I don't remember exactly how Risette's supposed to be, but, you know. She's older than Anya's, at least. And they've known each other for a while. So Risette having a bit of like an infatuation, especially because Risette doesn't have much human contact, it does make sense. I mean, granted, it's not like the Anya's one doesn't not make sense. I just don't like it. Well, they knew it, the bittersweet days of Risette's fabricated youth had come to an end. Like, I'm just saying, Falcom is not beating the fucking allegations. Guess that's it then. This time was showing a lot better faster than I thought it would. And this whole thing takes a bunch of processing power. I'm surprised it even lasted this long. Yeah, we burnt down a whole forest worth of trees just to pretend to be students for a second. Mr. Arcot, I had a really great time together. Me too. I was really getting into it back there. Looking like we're gonna have to put an end to it here, though. The school day ends. Everyone assembles in the courtyard. And they all enjoy their school life, only leaving for home once the sun begins to set. I mean, some people, I wouldn't like that shit. Was gone. Or, well, you know, we got on the bus. Wasn't really much lingering. It's a rather essential part of being a student, what they call the springtime of life. Well, that's just, you know. It could also be like the shittiest part of your life. That's also entirely possible, is that? Like, you could've, maybe you dodged a bullet. I mean, not in the literal sense, because you ain't got a body, so presumably you didn't dodge something. Or it could be an illness. It could be an illness. It doesn't necessarily have to be a traumatic injury, but... Thank you for letting me experience even just a little of what life is like. Glad you enjoyed it. I'd be standing at the teacher's podium and all, but I had a lot of fun too. Reminded me of all the good times I had. Actually kinda hoping we could stay for a little longer. You say your school years really pass you by. It was a truly unforgettable experience. I may have only been acting the part of a student, but I think it did its part in filling the hole inside of me. That. Suppose I've been yearning for a chance like this. A longing for normal days, the hope to one day lead a mundane life. Guess I'll never quite know how much I lost because of that day. However, even though I had little choices to take on this form, the fact remains that I was given a second lease on life. If I hadn't been given that miracle, I never would have met any of you. Not you, or Mirabelle, or anyone from Arcot Solutions. So I feel blessed to be where I am today. Damn, only 14 and still as mature as ever. Shut the fuck up. Can't say I'm surprised, though. You've always been the most sensible one on our team. I thank you. Don't you think it's alright just to be a 14-year-old girl for a little while? Heck, you could probably stand to let your hair down every now and then in the real world, too. My hair is always down, Mr. Arcot. From everything you told me, sounds like you were forced to grow up a lot faster than everybody else. Maybe too fast. Think so? I want you to know that you don't have to be the responsible one all the time. It's okay to rely on me and the others. Just like it's okay to be over 20 and still be in the springtime of your life. Nah, you're old and dusty. Whether that means having simulated experiences like this or having fun at a school festival, you should have fun with your life. Relying on each other's part of what makes us all friends, right? Thank you, Mr. Arkrad. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. This class certainly did deliver on its educational value. Hate to say it, but I guess we could wrap this up. You do the honors, Risette? Of course, Mr. Arkwright. All rise and bow. Then they got corrupted and they're stuck in there forever. After that, Van and Risette logged out of the Martian Garden. Taking the time to thank Mirabelle for the experience, the two met up for the rest of their friends to explore the rest of the festival.
Due to yours and Mirabelle's efforts, I was able to confront the regrets I had buried deep within my heart. If the opportunity ever presents itself, I hope that someday you will allow me to support you in the same way.
I mean, that one was pretty good. You know, my objections aside.
Enjoy the festival.
Quatre's secret. Quatre apparently remembered something he needed to do, but he seems pretty skittish. What are you up to, Catty Quatre? Quatre abruptly returned to the office, saying he had something urgent to attend to. He neither returned nor answered his Zypha. Van decided to check on him to make sure everything was okay. Missed out on the damn school festival because of you. Quatre was back in his room. Did he forget something he needed for the school festival? Maybe in a hurry. Maybe I should go in and ask what's up. All the people tuning in. I couldn't be happy. Oh, man. My man a fucking VTuber? Hi, Shimmy sure is a bundle of fun. Make sure to give me a follow if you like what you saw. Oh, no. Quatre's more famous than me. Oh. The heck? Whose voice is that? Sounds a little affected. You have a girl in there with him? Oh, wait. Anyway, thanks for stopping by today, Edith. Catch you next time on the Catalia channel. Quatre, I'm coming in. Are you winning, son? Van? I can explain. Sorry for barging in. Adela, the science gal. This is one of those newfangled virtual idol things, right? I heard about her online. Apparently she really exploded on the scene these past few weeks. Fuck you. I'm gonna guess she was her alter ego, though. Yeah, well, people have really started to embrace streaming yourself over the world as a new form of entertainment. I developed an interest in it while researching the new technology involved, so I decided to make my own virtual model and try it out. I wasn't expecting to get so hooked, let alone make it this big. Also, isn't your virtual model, wasn't it just you with a hat on, Quatre? Come on, man, the sky's the limit. But your Edith exclusive broadcast just happened to overlap with the school festival, right? Only way you could do both is by ducking out of the festivities for a bit. Forgive me, I know I shouldn't be using the office's connection without asking. Yeah, I don't really care about that. What's there to apologize for? Knowing you, I'm sure you got all kinds of anti-tracking tech in place. Dreaming though, huh? It's enough to make my head spin. A few years back, I wouldn't have been able to picture it. Yeah, I remember back, you know, I don't know, approximately 6 in-game years ago when people were like, whoa, a car, that's pretty cool. I actually talked about this in like a comment yesterday on like one of the, I remember, part 96 was the last video. About like, I do really wish we hadn't, like, one of two things. A, we didn't advance tech as far as we have, because I'd kind of found the setting a bit more charming when it wasn't just modern day, or if we more properly grappled with like what the rapid advancement in technology would be for society, like literally within 6 years having approximately like 50 to 60 years of real world tech development happen in half a decade. Like, think of all the problems that would cause. And like having that maybe be like a major part of the setting is the conflict between how quickly tech progresses and is made obsolete, even if it's like super new, and you know, the impact that would have on traditional industries and society, and people not being able to understand it, and like having people constantly be like, what the fuck is a shard? You know, that type of stuff. But instead it's just kind of like, we just keep introducing modern tech, and everyone is just like, at most is kind of like, wow, that's weird. You know? And plus, I just kind of... And this is more of a personal preference, not an object, like a flaw or anything, but I kind of like the more low-tech setting of the original trilogy. You know, because that was something I do even back in the, you know, Zero, which kind of started the whole we're in the modern times completely, like, paradigm shift. Because, you know, the Sky trilogy, I mean, there were some modern things and some sci-fi stuff, right? I mean, there were technically mechs and airships and whatnot. But even airships are kind of like... I mean, there's not like a one-to-one real-world comparison, but like in theory, they're kind of similar to like Zeppelins, which are like old-world tech. Or, you know, ancient tech. Like conceptually. And even airplanes are, you know, not that new. So it was still kind of like this, you know, late industrial era technology, but then you did have like the artifacts and stuff that were basically a mix of magic and sci-fi. And now it just feels like the setting is just like low sci-fi. And I personally don't like it as much. You got Fio scanning your movements and syncing it to the model in real time, right? If that takes off, I'll have every other form of media in fight or flight mode. Either that or scrambling to get a slice of the pie themselves. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, they are popular, but I don't know if it's necessarily got everyone in a fight or flight mode. Because, I mean, unfortunately, I mean, I got no real opinion on VTubers, but I will say the fans are not beating the allegations that they're just horny. And until they can beat those allegations, it's not going to go super mainstream. Say something wrong? No, just the opposite. Sorry for being rude there. I went to so much trouble to hang myself up as a girl without anyone finding out. And I was afraid you'd get creeped out or laugh at me or something. Let's see, I mean, sure I was shocked, but more in a wow, that's pretty incredible kind of way. Everyone's got their hobbies and pursuits. This happens to be your jam. I understand why you'd be scared, though. Thanks, fan. This is something I agonized over, though. Generally just did start at curiosity. As you know, I straddle the line between male and female. Because my masculine genes express themselves more prominently, I've lived as a boy ever since the professor took me up. I also found myself attracted to cute girls, though that isn't exclusively the case. I couldn't help wondering, what if I'd lived as a girl all this time instead? I thought makes sense for you. Not necessarily the only one who's ever felt this way. Right, the world is made up of all kinds of people, each with their own values and ways of living. I want to be forward thinking about exploring potential paths in my own life a little more. That's so. I have to call you incredible then. Glad you think so. Oh, actually, could I ask you to stick around for a bit? This isn't about you stumbling into my secret, to be clear. There's just something I wanted to test. Van is a girl, let's go. Quatre is urging Van accompanied to a spot where the test would be conducted. Lady Van? Sorry to keep you waiting, Van. The catcher with the hat. Whoa! I mean, I guess it's slightly more than just a hat, but it's basically just a hat. What do you think? This is the full-scale, high-precision Quatre model. First time I've ever worn it, so to speak, so there's still a bunch of unknown factors. Not weird, is it? Hat's a little weird. It's why it's so tiny. Why can't you have a regular-sized hat? Of course not. Today's been full of surprises, is all. Your own tread still shine through a bit, but you seem to be pretty comfortable presenting as Quatre. Might be because of the way I use the Martian Garden's data and AI to create her. First, I adjusted the scanned model of myself by the garden to allow for modifications. Then I executed a deep learning routine to simulate what I might look like as a girl. Videos above. Technology is outpacing me more and more by the minute. I give the people what they want. Unfortunately, I can only show myself from the chest up due to current processing capability and synchronized speed limitations. But eventually, I should be able to live stream myself dancing in real time. Theoretically. And I'd like to see. And though, once you researcher types get going with a project, you stick to it to the end. It's funny, a little while ago I probably would have overthought this way of discouraging myself from even trying. But you and the others help me understand that I can be anything I want to be. I really am grateful for that, Van. Don't expect me to pass that thanks along to the others for you. Anyway, just take your time experimenting and fleshing out your personal style. Who knows, a little bit big enough following, you might be able to make a living on this idle thing. It's funny, once I loosened up and got into the role, my popularity rose just like that. I'm turning back now. At this point, it's begun to feel like another part of the real me. Maybe we can make you an Arcot Solutions marketing mascot. Probably too much exposure. It's always on the table if we need to expand our reach. Don't tell me you're actually considering it. So Van spent a brief while chit-chatting with Catra's avatar, for the two of them eventually returned to the real world. Oh, now I'm boring. So that put a bow on your live stream for today? Yes, I should be able to spend time with you and the rest after this. Why are you staring at me like that? Nothing. Just took me a sec to remember this is still the same Quatre I'm talking to. What else did you expect? Oh, but setting that aside, would you mind, moving my lips about this? Don't sweat it. I was already planning to. Just a heads up though, Anya's and them are liable to get wise anyway when you start making a name for yourself, because you do basically still look like yourself. You didn't even change your hair color or nothing. Yeah, I guess that's always a possibility. I just want like Aaron finding out. Just think about it, gives you goosebumps. Make the model look less like me before they catch on? If alienates my fan base, the backlash could be explosive. Sorry, didn't mean to sound the red alert. Van and Quatre headed back to the festival to meet up with their friends.
Hey, Van? I, wanted to thank you proper. Thank you so much for accepting me no matter what. I'm going to keep trying to figure out who I want to be. And you being there for me as I do makes me more happy than you could ever know.
That's really sweet. I do like the way they handled Catra's like gender neutral stuff, or what's the word I'm looking for? Agender, intersex, that's the word I'm looking for. Stuff, because it's kind of like a bit of, it's not something you see too, I mean, you don't see like trans characters too often to begin with, but like gender fluid characters are even rarer than that. And like having them explored not as a joke, but just something that you only really see in, you know, like the last 10 years mainly. But I think that's kind of cool. You know, not just like it's a pretty positive representation, and it's also like a little unique. I feel where it's not just like, hey, Quatre is a trans allegory. There's like a little bit more to it. Or I guess not like an allegory in this case, but so I can't really think of any like, I mean, there's definitely like, you know, characters that are presented as gender neutral, but like it's never really explored that often. You know, like that whole like Catra's kind of like, what do I want to be? It's kind of interesting.
Enjoy the festival.
And it's not just oh, I want to be a girl, but like I feel like I can't. He's like, he doesn't really know, right? It's not like a sense of like there's some sort of like rejection of self, or like feeling like they can't be who they want to be. It's Quatre really just not knowing what he wants to be, which is interesting in its own way. So yeah. Points to Quatre. Oh yeah, does Risette earn her gift? Yeah, sure.
I'll take very good care of it.
It was good enough. I'm not gonna hold the, for some reason we made you 14 against you, because they didn't, I won't say they beat the allegations, but because there was still the, in this tiny body, ooh, I feel so line, that's a little cringe, but they didn't horn it up the way I was worried. And we do have to kind of figure out which ones are we not going to do? Well, you know, well, yours is definitely non-canon, so we'll go ahead and do it. Because we're going to have to reload. Eating place is just fast. I should have read the... it says something about the lino flowers. Lino flowers. She's swinging that thing. I mean, or maybe it'll be good. I shouldn't go into here with a bad attitude. I've got an open mind. Maybe we'll finally give Shizuna some characterization besides, haha, I'm quirky. What's up, Van? You actually showed. You sound a surprise. I ain't the type to accept an invite and then be a no-show. So you seemed a little spaced out there for a minute. Something on your mind? Not really. I'm just watching you do your thing. In your form with that sword against all those white petals is pretty mesmerizing, I'll admit. Oh, it's not often I get a compliment from you of all people. I just call him like I see him. Called the lino flowers, right? I hear they bloom in the Empire, too. They're indigenous to the East, but they were taken abroad back in the Middle Ages. Why were you there? I heard there was some growing around here, so I decided to stop by. Seeing them full bloom is a sight you don't want to miss. Ain't wrong there. There's a sight for sore eyes. Definitely in a bad place to kick back and pop open some cold ones. That's actually what's often done at flower viewing parties in the East. It's easy to get swept up in the atmosphere with all the nature around. You want to fight? No. What? So, want to fight to the death? Let me think. How about no? Yeah, man, I freaking knew this was the reason you called me out here. Why want to fight me so bad anyway? It means I think I'd be a match against a divine blade. Oh, I don't think it's that at all. You'd be lucky the last 5 seconds against me as you are now. We've literally beaten you! Twice! I think. Yes! You just copped out and said, I definitely would win if we continued. Last time we didn't even use the fucking Grindle. Baker. Maybe like the last 5, yeah, whatever. There's that dark blue Grindle, and that's another story entirely. No, I mean, I can buy that Shizuna is stronger than Van. I'm fine with that. It's Shizuna being so much stronger than other people that I find a little sus. Okay, I think I see what's going on. Our fight against the Crimson Grindle must have lit a fire in you, am I wrong? Nope, you hit the nail on the head. The moment I laid eyes on it, I was itching to pull out my sword and go to town. Just when I thought my chance had arrived, boom, gone in a flash. Can't contain myself any longer. Somebody's running for the hills all the table. I think I could let you go back to Aramis in that state anyway. I'm glad you're quick to understand. Now let's hurry up and get started. Sorry, that ain't an option either. Can't go grind all my hollow mares and around. He's been sleeping like a baby ever since the Genesee stopped functioning. Wait, really? Have they mentioned that? I feel like they haven't mentioned that. I mean, it makes sense, because the Grindle is somewhat tied to the Genesis or something. Not really clear. I don't even really know what the fuck Mayor is. Or what the Grindle is. Well, you could still turn into Demon Lord Van. Because I guess that's independent of the Grindle. That's because it's still not clear to me if like the Grindle is supposed to be like a controlled version, if it's like tied to the fact that Van is a demon in him or not. Like, it's not really clear. Since like the Grindel only becomes a thing after he interacts with the Genesis, which awakens Mare or something. But like, is that supposed to be him transforming, but it's just in a controlled state because Mare is there to make it different, as opposed to when he actually transformed into the demon in the last game? Or in the past, apparently? What does that do now? Completely overstimulate. I don't have enough pony to compare the brunt of my attacks? I don't hit the panic button just yet. I got an idea. Just need a quick change of venue. I did notice the very conspicuous healing machine. Shizuna fights the simulated version of God and wins easily. Martian Garden? Ah, battlefield with linno flowers blooming at full moon. Couldn't ask for a perfect backdrop for a duel. Argo must use the area we were in alongside your fighting spirit as data. Yeah, I think it should work. Okay, apparently you can do it in here. I won't say it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't not make sense. Keep in mind, I think it's just a digital recreation. Been through the transformation enough times now that I can tell the difference. So, like, you shouldn't be stronger then. Why don't you just read this place with the guard mass? It's kind of like exploiting a bug while things are still destabilized. I feel like it's just, isn't he just changing his model? I don't care about any of that. All that matters now is I can have my fun. Because it's like, if you could, when you're in the guard, couldn't you just always be the Grindel all the time? Why would you ever not be the Grindel? Fair warning, can also get pretty damn fired up when I'm in this form. Won't be able to pump the brakes and the engine's going. Poke the bears to get ready for a beatdown. Ooh, now I'm more than ready. Bring it on. Ah, me when I'm the Grindel. Taking the initiative is definitely the right call, but I think you're just a little too hasty. You need to give yourself enough room to predict how your opponent might counterattack. Shit, you know the overpowered freaks I've fought with this Grindel up to now. She has them all beat. Our Divine Blades is freaking unreal, well, except for the one who's a scrub. That guy from Thor's. He apparently sucks ass. Yeah, like, I know he killed Super God or whatever, but like, that's nothing compared to Shizuna. And now you're letting your mind wander too much. A moment is all I need to break through your defenses. Erase all thoughts of this fleeting mortal coil and focus only on the battle before you. Concentrate on me and concentrate on yourself. In this world, none exists except us. Can't keep up with her. It's taking all that just to fend her off. What's the matter, Van? I've seen you fight opponents with more tenacity than this. Ah, me when I'm the Grindel. That's more like it. Speed and power extraordinary. Looks like he's finally unleashing his inner beast. A beast worthy of the name Devourer of Nightmares. Nobody's ever called him that. How it's gonna take more than a mere beast to satiate me. Oh, obviously Shizuna knows all about the Grindel and everything about the demon inside of him. She knows everything. Can't keep up with her and I'm out of my wits. Play right into our hands and act on instinct. Ain't nothing I can do? Well, I got it. With the nightmare and the beast that devours it. What? Oh no, he's cringing up. I think some part of him is still trying to hold back. Now I'm ready to come at you with everything I have. Oh, he's fucking super-de-duper Grindel. Ooh, there it is. That's what I was after. The ultimate form hidden inside of you. Hey, this may not be even our final form. Don't be calling it our ultimate form yet. That was a better respond in kind then. Fucking stolen ass technique. It's even more powerful when we saw in Long Life. You've been toying me this whole time. Whatever. I won't let that stop me. And so we fight to the bitter end, Grendel. You're on Divine Blade of Silver. I thought Van turned more silvery when he transformed. Wasn't he like silver and gold hair? System error! System error! Data overload from unknown source has been detected. System processing capacity exceeded. Initiate a reboot. You will be deleted. What? Oh, not now. Martian Garden eagerly awaits your next visit. It's reality. You were so close. Just when I finally found new heights to reach. Wanna go again? Nope. I figured. Not really in the mood anyway. Shame we couldn't finish our duel, but I guess I'm satisfied for now. Remember the last time I got to use Akakusaru to its full potential? Aka what now? Is that the name of your sword or something? Uh-huh. Goes by the other names too, but I'm not really supposed to go into that. Sheath is made from the weapons of many hardened fighters. I bet I could have spruced it up nicely had I got my hands on the Grendel's armor. Probably would have been hard, given that it's made of shards, or whatever the fuck those are. But heck, knowing you, I'm sure you figured out a way to do it. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. Thanks a bunch, Van. Sheesh, really are something else. Yeah, but, I mean, if Van had turned into a demon lord, then he would have gotten you. Because, I mean, presumably he almost killed fucking Barkhorn. You know, that would have not been Grendel Van, that would have been Demon Van. Now, you could also argue that Barkhorn probably... he's at a disadvantage because he doesn't want to straight up kill Van. But I don't know. Because I just, like... in my heart of hearts, I feel like Barkhorn with the stigma has to clear Shizuna. Like, there's no fucking shot. Like, I can somewhat buy into her being strong, but there's no fucking way the dude with, like, decades of experience and literal god powers doesn't clear her. I'm sorry. That just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Not exactly what you call a devoted martial artist. I definitely feel like I caught a glimpse of something new. It wouldn't be so bad to do this again at some point. Really? Let's go another... Not now. I said at some point. Excellent work, Princess. Same to you, I cried. Where did you... man brought lunch? Time's that hard for Ikaruga? You got a DoorDash on the side? Hey, those, you got everything ready for us. Indeed. I just finished setting the table. Enjoy. Well, since we're here already, why don't we have a few drinks while we take in the view? Holy crap, this is delicious. Think Kuragane gotta make all this? He sure did, ain't he great? He likes to cook when he isn't brushing up on his ninja skills. Though cooking might actually part of his ninjutsu training. After all, poisoning food is a tried and true means of assassination, nin. And now I've lost my appetite. Anyway, don't hear you talk about ninja stuff all that much, which strikes me as weird considering you're from Ikaruga. It's very surprising to hear, but despite me being Ikaruga's second in command, and despite learning the Black God One blade style from my master, I'm not actually a shinobi myself. I played around with some of the practitioners of the Rigetsu school, but that's about it. I've been meaning to ask you this for a while. What's your fucking deal? Is that master of yours the one they call the Sword Hermit? That's right, and he just so happens to be an old friend of your master's. He was Ikaruga's former chieftain, the Sword Hermit, Yun Kaifai. In the West, he's better known as the founder of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. Alright, so does that mean the Black God style is similar to the 8 Leaves? They're similar in some ways, but not so much in others. Dark Blade style, the Black God School, has 1,000 years of history behind it. I mean, it's just swinging a sword, lady. It ain't all that serious. 8 Leaves One Blade is more modified light blade style that Master himself created, uses the Black God as a basis. Both aim to guide their practitioners along the path to enlightenment, but the roads we take and the means we use couldn't be more different. What are some differences? You wouldn't understand. Since I trained under the master himself, I have a pretty good understanding of how the two styles differ. Well, all the 8 Leaves people trained under him. At least all the Divine Blades. At least to some degree. There was so much to it. He asked a question of my own. Are you planning to stick with the Kunlun school until you master it? I ain't really sticking with shit, lady. Will you continue to pursue that hollow style of yours? I'm not too interested in doing either. I'm more interested in flicking people in the head with a coin. That's kind of my style, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking what I've learned from and incorporated it onto my own style. I'm taking a roundabout path that worked for me so far. That's a very you answer. Van out here trying to use his own build instead of a meta build. Oh no, he's gonna get fucking trashed in the end game. He's gonna be like, oh man, I'm having a really hard time. Did you look up so-and-so's guide to tell you how to build your character? Nope, well, you'll never be able to compete. You gotta go for the cheese build, man, if you really want to reach the heights of true power. That said, the road you're walking's a thorny one. Instead of following anyone's school of discipline to the end, you're aiming for variety. You're basically scooping up little bits from all over. While variety is the spice of life, there are limitations to overcome when trying to approach things from a gray perspective. The path you're taking may turn out to be more than you can bear. No, we bear that nightmare. I can cross that bridge when I get there. Till then, I'm gonna stick to my way of doing things. And that involves helping people through 4 SPGs like the one you just put out. Conditions are right, I'll get out there and do it. I see. That's just the kind of person you are, huh? You're an interesting man, Van. One of these days, I'd like to introduce you to the matron and our chieftain. You have to reach the eastern end of the continent, though. No one outside the Black God and 8 Leaf schools has ever done that. It's just walking. Can't be that hard. First for everything, you might be able to pull it off, assuming you can get a hand on that Grendel form of yours. I'm getting bad vibes from this. Don't worry your spiky little head. You know, I'm never bored when I'm around you. I'm always having all sorts of new experiences, like when we nearly attained new heights a bit ago. New heights. Fucking bullshit, man. Hope you continue on being good friends. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Better friends than adversaries. Who said anything about us not being adversaries, too? You know, just because you can read our mind doesn't mean you should. Uh-huh. After that, the two of them stood a while enjoying the flowers blooming on the trees. And once they were done, they drove back to the city.
We were
Actually,
almost
Shizuna just
there.
ran faster than the car.
Well, there's always next time, I suppose. You're now on the hook for showing me what lies beyond someday. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of each other in the future.
Out. Maybe, no. No, I'm never getting fucking rid of this chick, man. I mean, Van, we're just gonna be lucky if you're still a protagonist, and it's not Shizuna doesn't become the new protagonist, man. No, that wasn't bad. Definitely my least favorite of the connection events so far, but still pretty good. I just, you know. Well, okay, the only really beef I had there was not, like, her beating Van and Grendel form, fine, I'm okay with that. But, like, the whole meeting new heights, like, I just feel like that just showcases they kind of had a missed opportunity with the whole one-shotting Reen thing, you know? Because, like, that could have been kind of cool. Instead, you know, we have to assert how cool she is by having her, you know, one-shot him. But... because I feel like Reen should clear Van easily. Just because, like, you know, Van, he's just like a normal dude for the most part. Like, he doesn't have as much experience and everything. So I'm okay with Van not being, like, the strongest ever. You know, he's got his protagonist powers to help out a little bit. But then it's like, why is Shizuna strong? She's just like a fucking lady and she ain't done shit. She hasn't done anything. We have not heard a single thing that she's actually done, which is still my biggest problem with Shizuna. Like, we need to, like, at least reference, like, some major ordeal she's gone through or something, you know? Because at least, like, even Ario's got the, well, he resolved an international incident in Hemisferia and was supposed to be an S rank, but turned down the promotion. That was, like, at least established, hey, he's done some shit. He did something really cool that nobody else could do. But with Shizuna, she doesn't even get that. She's just a fucking lady. We trained her to Kai-Fi, but like a bunch of people trained her to Kai-Fi. Reen trained her to Kai-Fi for like a year, and he was still a scrub for like 90% of Cold Steel. And like, yeah, she probably had more training, but she's still just a lady. She doesn't even got any god powers. But alright, I shouldn't have done that. What is this? Oh, this is back at the start of the video. Fuck! Kind of auto set, because I only have 1 point. I don't want to have to reload after every single time. Take me to the auto saves. Something from like a bit ago. I think this was right before Quatre, or right after Quatre. Yeah. I guess we'll go ahead and call it here. Next time we will do more talking. Alright, so we have 5 connection events left. 1, 3, 4, 5. We have 6, so we're halfway through. So we'll do a little bit of talking with NPCs and a few connection events next time. Don't know if next one. I think this might be the last longer. I thought we were procking the cutscene again. I'd loaded back too far or something. I don't know if the next video is going to be 90 minutes or not. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. There's like an 8 or 9 video backlog. So I might need to start not doing 90-minute videos. Just to make sure I still have a cushion, but we'll see. I'm X-Cheese87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys. Fairy. There you go. There you go, girly.